And for our last game for Sunday night, we have the Jets versus the Steelers, with the Jets being a favorite by 1.5 points and the over-under being 39. Well, the Jets and the Steelers, both made two good and big moves before they met up with each other, with the Jets trading for Davante Adams and the Pittsburgh Steelers starting Russell Wilson over Justin Fields. So two teams making two changes, trying to rattle their offenses to get something going, and they're meeting right head-to-head here. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers gets one of his old toys back. He had Lazard now. He had Hackett. And last year he had Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb was no longer with the team because he sucked. But Rodgers, who's also the GM for the Jets, he gets more toys for him. And, there should be no excuses now. You got your number one guy, Davante Adams, and you have Garrett Wilson. That's a great wide receiving core. And you got Breece Hall, and you got Allen as a backup. So you got weapons all around him. So if you guys hear any complaining from Aaron Rodgers, he's probably on an acid trip or something, because the guy should have no excuses. They look better the Jets look better with a new play caller. They kick Hackett. Hackett no longer is the caller anymore, and they gave it to another guy, and they just looked way better, especially Breece Hall. He had his best game last week. Rodgers looked decent, but he has decent numbers, but he's only completing 61.8% of his passes. That's not good. That is not vintage Rodgers. 61% is not good. The Jets are 2-4 against the spread. And like I said, Breece Hall looked way better with the new offensive play caller Downing calling the plays. But let's talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers now. Big move, starting Justin Fields. Justin Fields didn't look that bad. He had some bad incompletions. He missed some guys wide open. But if you look at his numbers, and the numbers don't tell everything, like I said, he had some bad incompletions, but he wasn't like he was playing terrible. He threw for 1,106 yards, 5 touchdowns, only 1 pick, and he ran for 231 yards and 5 touchdowns. And he never lost a fumble. He had fumbles, but never lost one of them. So he had 5 touchdowns. He had 10 touchdowns and only 1 turnover. That's not that bad. But Russell Wilson comes in. I believe he's 36 years old. Maybe he can add a spark. I think Pick Perkins is a really good wide receiver. So I think, that opens the door for him. Now Wilson's a quarterback. Pittsburgh's 4-2 against the spread, and they're 1-0 as home underdogs. And Mike Tomlin, he loves being an underdog. The guy has a really, really profitable coach when he's an underdog. So that's a good statistic for you Pittsburgh Steelers bettors. And the Steelers defense is still pretty good. TJ Watt getting out the quarterback as usual. And their defense only allowing 14.3 points a game. So very stellar, very good. But you know what? With all that being said, two teams who both have good defenses. Both these teams make big moves to shake up their offenses. And I'm going to take that for what it is. I think the Jets rate pass a lot. They like I said, they go over 64% in the red zone passing the ball. In general, they pass the ball a lot. So I think that's not going to stop with Adams. It might even increase with Adams. And I think the Steelers want to make a point with Russell Wilson being the quarterback. So I think that the best play is the over 38 points. I think this game is going to be 23-20. Boswell or the other kicker for the Jets make a game-winning field goal, and it gets that 23-20. But I think both these teams want to use their new shiny weapons, and they want to put up some points to make a point. So give me the over 38 points in this game, and if I had to bet the game, give me the Jets and swallowing the 1.5.